So welcome to today's video. We're going to continue the 5-1 series, the 5-1 profile within human design, and talk into specifically how you can start to attract in or to attract more of these high ticket clients that you want to work with. I love recording videos for 5-1s. You guys seem to really love the content, so I'm going to give it to you. But many of my clients that I work with are creating success within their business, and they're either course correcting and going into a different line of business, or they are working within their established business to grow it. And one of the ways that they really want to scale and grow is to be able to attract in these wonderful dream clients that are going to be high ticket, that are going to be high touch, that are going to be high value, and quite frankly, a joy to work with. And that's one of the things that I specialize in. So I'm really good at helping women to be able to attract in these wonderful, wonderful high ticket clients. But so many people say to me, Abby, I'm going out, I'm doing the thing, I'm being visible, I'm putting myself out there. And even though I'm getting a lot of comments, I'm getting a lot of likes, I'm getting a lot of traction, actually what's happening is that those likes and comments and that visibility is not converting to cash. And this is really important, right? Because I'm assuming that you're watching this video because you are running a business, you want to run a successful business. And in order to run a successful business, you need to bring that money in. You need to be able to grow your business. You need to be able to bring more revenue in so that you can pay yourself and live a nice lifestyle, so that you can pay your team or anyone else that you are hiring to come in and support you as you're scaling your business. And also you want to reinvest back into your business so that you can continue to scale and grow it and provide that really incredible service to your clients. So 5-1s, let's be really clear here. I love a 5-1 profile. I work with many 5-1 clients, but there are certain things that I see happening again and again with the clients that I work with that I wanted to share with you, that hopefully will be able to help you to convert those inquiries, convert those likes, convert those comments into cash, so that you can start to sustain yourself and your business even more and grow your business because you've got a healthy income coming in and you're able to reinvest. So if you've never watched any of my videos before, my name is Abigail Rebecca. I am a human design business mentor. I am a speaker, and I help my clients to tap into their iconic presence so that they can grow their business, they can attract in these incredible clients, incredible opportunities, they can create wealth, and they can create freedom in their business. And freedom is really important to me. Freedom is very, very important to a lot of my clients. So I speak about freedom a lot. I work with a lot of 5-1 clients. I work with a lot of other profiles. I've got many clients who are 2-4s and who are 4-6s, just like me, who are 6-2s. But actually the 5-1 profiles are the profiles that really intrigue me. There's a lot of chat out there about, potentially it might be a curse, and people project on you and you fall from grace and la 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 la. And yes, okay, that can happen in terms of the fact that people can project on you and position you as the savior. You're the savior, you're the person who's gonna, like, my life is gonna go to shit, so they're like, who do I know that's going to be able to save me? And then they see you online and they're like, it's her. She's going to save me. She's going to be the one that's going to solve all my problems. So they put this projection onto you. And when you don't live up to that projection through no fault of your own, you can fall from grace. I always say they put you on the pedestal and then they burn you at the stake. you can go and watch many videos that I have done now on my YouTube channel about profile 5-1s. One particularly that is my most watched video, which I'll put the link to below now so that you can see that. But I think what's really important to understand is that, you know, this might be a wound that you've carried all through your life. It might be something that you actually experienced when you were a child. And I've got no perception of that because I'm a 4-6, I'm not a 5-1. I don't know what it must feel like to be a 5-1 child who is being projected on. You know, so maybe your parents projected on you, or your school teachers, or your peers. I mean, how can a child sort of handle that? So, look, I understand that there might be things in the past. I understand that there might be situations in the past where maybe you've had clients that have done this, or maybe you've had business colleagues that have done this, or maybe people that you're collaborating with. I get it, and I hear it all the time from my 5-1 profiles that I work with. But I am here right now to tell you that actually your past does not define you. And I understand that trauma and blocks and limiting beliefs and, you know, things that have happened to you in the past, I understand that it's real, and I'm not dismissing that. And a lot of the work that I do with my clients is about uncovering that and then removing that, right? Through various techniques like healing those wounds so that you're able to move past that and stop using that as an excuse, not to move forward, not to be visible, not to put yourself out there, not to be successful. So I understand that that trauma can be real, that those wounds can really impact you. But I want to encourage you right here, right now, to make a pledge that you are starting from a blank page, that the past is in the past and it doesn't define you. And no matter how many times you've been burnt at the stake, no matter how many times you feel that people have rejected you because you've not lived up to their expectations, that no longer matters. You are starting here from a blank page. You have a mission, you have a vision. There is something that you want to create in this world that is going to be able to impact so many people. And listen, if you're a profile 5-1, I'm hoping that you're using the term millions of people, because that is who you are designed to impact. You are designed to deal with and be with big communities. Even as a projector, if you're a human design 5-1 projector, you are here to impact so many people. You're here to sell to complete strangers. Let's take advantage of that projection. Let's take advantage of the fact that people see you as a leader, that people feel the energy that they project on you, that leadership. Let's take advantage of that so you can alchemize that into something incredible. You can alchemize that into something really, really good that you can use to be able to move forward in your business and create impact. But here's one thing that I see again and again with profile 5-1s that actually repel your ideal clients instead of attract your ideal clients. And this is regardless of what your profile is, what your type is. We're just talking here about the profile 5-1. We will go into nuances around the human design type. So whether you're a manifesting generator, a reflector, a manifestor, a projector, this will be different, slightly different for every human design type. And this is why I set, each human design type, not profile type. And this is why I say even though I come on here and I do these videos and give you lots of information, and I give you as much information as I can, it's really important when we look at human design that we're looking at it holistically. We're looking at the whole picture. So even though we're talking about your 5-1 profile now, we also need to take into consideration what your type is, what those higher frequency feelings are, right? When you're vibrating at that higher frequency, when you're vibrating at that lower frequency, what your inner authority is, what your incarnation cross is, whether your centers are defined or whether they're undefined or whether they're completely open, what is contained in your gates and your channels, your environments. There's so many elements of human design, and if you want a more holistic view of that, then I recommend that you go and look at my website, abigailrebecca.com, and there are various things that you can do on that. I mean, if you want to come and work with me one-on-one, you can do. Depending on what time of year you are watching this, I may or may not be available to take on one-on-one clients, but please go and take a look at my website. But for sure, you can go and book a human design reading with me, or you can order your human design book, which is a 40-page book that tells you all the different elements around your human design. But at the moment, we're talking about 5-1. So I was working with a client, incredible woman, had already created a lot of success in her business. This is who I work with a lot. Women who have created success in a business that they have created purely from, a corporate background and from their head, like, this is what's going to make me money. This is how I'm going to be able to, feed my family and create success. So they've built this business and they're either still running it or they've handed it over to a CEO or a COO. And now they are building their heart project. They are creating something that they've always wanted to do that's really aligned to their purpose, their vision. This is their heart project. And they're building a business like that. Okay. So I had a client who was just like that. She'd created success within her business. She was now building her heart project. She was starting to make money from it. But she was really struggling because she was going out there and doing all the things that she thought that she needed to do. But what she was doing is she was softening her edges to be more palatable, because she'd been burnt at the stake many, many times. She'd been misunderstood. She'd been judged. She'd been rejected. How many of you can relate to this? Comment below if you can relate to it. So what she was doing is she was putting caveats in. She was like speaking in disclaimers. She was kind of like speaking what her point of view was, but then she was making disclaimers around it. So she was holding back on her stronger opinions. And I was like, well, what are you standing for? And what are you standing against? Because you've got to remember that as a profile 5-1, you carry this powerful projection field, not projector, projection. People already sense your authority. Whether you own it or not, people already sense your authority. So if you feel hesitant, if people can feel that you're holding back on something, or you're overly polished, keep whacking the microphone, that you're like putting on a bit of a performance, you're doing the rah, 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 you're, following strategies that's like, this is how you need to show up. And actually you're not speaking from your heart and you're not speaking from your values. People can sense it and they don't trust that you have got a lot of depth. So this is the difference between surface level and depth. I was speaking to a client about this yesterday, a private client that I've taken on. The difference between going out there and doing the performance. She's a speaker, right? Going out there and doing the performance, doing what you think that you should do, what you think your audience wants to hear, instead of actually going in there and making an impact and speaking from the heart. And it's a huge difference. My client knows this. She's a really, really successful and amazing speaker. She knows. But let's talk about the other client because I'm confusing things now. Okay, so this client that I was working with was going out there and she was softening the blow. And I had to remind her that she's not here to be liked by everyone. You are not here to be liked by everyone. You're meant to be respected. You're meant to be trusted. And then really chosen by the right people who are ready to go all in. Okay, so remember that. People are going to be, when you are looking for these high ticket clients that are going to invest in you, they are looking for you to offer a solution. They are looking for you to step into your leadership, and they are looking for you also as your line one to have gone out and done your research, your due diligence, so you can back it up. You're a subject matter expert, you're a leader, they want you to lead them through something. But if you're kind of going out there and being half-hearted about things, they're going to feel that, and then they're not going to trust you. There is something that is going to feel off. You know, I always say, like, you can't be half pregnant. You're either pregnant or you're not pregnant. You can't be half pregnant. So you're either in or you're not in. So this is the conversation that I had with my client. What are you standing for? What are you standing against? How clear are you in your messaging? Are you standing for women's empowerment? Are you standing for, she works in the health industry. Are you standing for women being healthy? Are you calling out women when they're not being healthy and telling them, or, you know, sharing with them that, look, if you're not healthy, then you're not going to be able to complete your mission. You're not going to be able to sustain your business. You're not going to be able to work with the clients that you want to work with because you're not healthy. If you're going off sick all the time, you're not going to be healthy. You're not going to be able to show up and serve your clients. So come on, it's time to get healthy, right? This is now her message. But she wasn't doing that. She was kind of like, well, you know, she was trying to be nice to people. Like, I don't want to offend anyone. Well, look, you're not going to, and this is what I have to say to you about attracting in these clients. You're not going to offend the clients that really want to work with you. You're only going to offend the people that will not be a good fit for you. So let me say that again. You're only going to offend the people that are not going to be that are not the right fit for you, that are going to be a nightmare to work with. You don't want to work with those people that are offended by your message. You want to work with the people that are inspired by your message. And look, this isn't about going out and being horrible or nasty. This is about calling people out for their shit. If they're going to project on you, make the most of it. If they see you as the savior, make the most of it. Position yourself. Hey, I've got the solution for you. You're struggling with this. I've got the solution for you. Come over here and work with me. So I want to ask you now, right here, right now, in this video, what are you standing for? Because especially at the moment, it's really, really important. You know, there's a lot of shit that's going on in this world. There's a lot of people that are trying to shut things down. What are you standing for? I live in Brighton. If you don't know Brighton, we're at the bottom of the UK, right down in the south, directly below London. And one of the reasons that I live in Brighton, apart from the fact that we have our own ecosystem here, so normally it's nice, sunny, wonderful days and really stormy nights. And we're by the sea, so I'd love to be by the sea, and this is a really cool town. But one of the reasons that I live in Brighton is because it's so diverse. I really stand, me personally, I stand for diversity. I feel that love is love. I think that everyone should be who they want to be. And coming up this weekend actually is Pride. And I'm going to be there cheering everyone on and completely being involved in that. So one of the things that I stand for, that I talk about and I demonstrate every single day whenever I go onto a video, is that I support that. I'm proud to support pride. What else is going on at the world at the moment? Well, it depends when you're watching this, but what's going on at the moment is that, there are people in Gaza that are completely being wiped out and starved. And it's atrocious and it's disgusting. And I'm standing for that. When I'm going out and speaking in my social media, I'm being very, very clear about what I'm standing for and what I'm standing against. One of the organizations that I have supported for many, many years is an organization called Choose Love. Love is one of my top values. I stand for love. Let's choose love. Let's love one another instead of trying to eliminate one another, being in competition with one another. So I'm standing for love. That is part of my messaging. What is your messaging? What are you standing for? And also, what are you standing for in your power? Because look, when you stand for something, there are some people that are not going to like it. It's not going to be palatable for them. But listen, your ideal clients, the people that you want to attract in to work with, will start to see you, will start to understand you at a deeper level. You will align to their values. You're not softening your edges. You're not trying to be more palatable. What you're going to be doing is standing in your power, in your thought leadership, your point of view. And then the clients that you want to attract in are going to be the clients that are going to be coming to work with you because they're like, this is someone that believes the same things that I believe in. This is the person that is standing for the things that I stand for. And then they will start to value you. So what will start to happen is, instead of you going out there and sharing all of this information and people being like, oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's interesting. It's going to start converting to cash. Because they're going to start valuing you. And when they start valuing you, they're going to start hiring you. So this is the difference between going out there and sharing a message and actually being hired and paid very, very well for the work that you do. Okay? So this is how you then, so my video last week was about branding, and you can certainly go on and look at that video because that will give you some insights into more of the client, the like how you're showing up. But this is actually how you're then going to be able to convert. Go out there, you talk about what you believe in, you talk about why it's important to you, and then you make offers so that people can come and hire you to work with you. So I am trying to make my YouTube videos a little bit shorter, and it's not worked. I was like, this is just going to be 15 minutes. And again, it's 25 minutes. This seems to be the sweet spot. Any questions below? Comment below. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I need to start saying that at the beginning. I am very excited because this is my 200th video. So congratulations for watching my 200th video. Any questions below? Any comments below? Please be kind. Choose love. We might not have the same opinions on things, and that's absolutely fine. We live in a world where everyone has lots of different opinions, so please choose your comments wisely. I do not respond to mean girls, never have done, never will do. But if you want to give your point of view below, or you want to ask a question, or you want to create, share an aha moment, then I'd love to hear from you. And have an amazing day. Enjoy going out there and being a 5-1. I think you're amazing. I'm cheering for you always. You're fantastic. And just keep doing what you're doing. Show up in your full power, and you will be able to create success. Look, I know you've already created success, but you'll be able to create more success than you have done already. Sending you lots of love. Choose love, and I will speak to you soon.